right, folks. I think we're back up on Twitch. I apologize about that. It's been one of those nights.
People on Twitch. That's amazing.
You love to see it. The beanies are showing up in force tonight.
The rave beans.
Is he coming?
All right. Yes, he is.
Did we force him? Did we force him? Did we force him? This man wears shorts like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, we need to send him some Ranger.
Look, Christian.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's making the rest of us look bad. This is not.
Oh no,
Christian, you wear shorts like no human being I've ever seen wear shorts before. Holy shit, dude! Those legs look good.
She buys these shorts for me, and I'm kind of forced to wear them. I think because I feel
what?
bad if I don't at least wear them.
You know what? I can completely. I'm married. I completely understand the predicament you're in. I appreciate you showing up on the show, man. I appreciate you loaning Bean out to us for a little while. How are the Tarkov raids going? I'm assuming you're playing Tarkov.
Don't ask him about Tarkov, please.
I mean, they're good and bad. You know how it goes.
I was just gonna say, dude. So I've got an entertaining story to tell you. I was actually medically retired from Tarkov by my doctor.
Really?
Yes.
Can you give me a short story about that?
Very short story. Here it is. I have the same affliction as a lot of us do, the old ADHD, and I take medication for it. So, motherfucker, Tarkov grenade. Why? Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that, big dog? Jesus Christ. Anyways,
big fun. Get some.
This is the reason why. So I go to my doc one of these follow-up meetings, right? And she's like, so how are things going? Okay, great, awesome. Here, let's take your vitals. And she goes, dude, your blood pressure is through the fucking roof. What is going on? What have you changed in your life between now and the last time I saw you 3 months ago? And I said, oh, I started playing a new video game and it's pretty fun, but it really makes me stressed out. And she's like, oh, what game is that? I was like, oh, okay, Escape from Tarkov. She's like, yeah, don't play that anymore because you're literally at the risk of a stroke. And so I said, okay, I'll probably.
Sometimes I feel the same way.
She literally asked me, is like, have you ever played this game and you felt yourself like vibrating? And I said, yes, all the time. And I think a lot of other Tarkov players have felt that before, where they're literally like just shaking on the mouse. And she's like, yeah, don't play that anymore because when you start shaking like that, that's your body telling you you're about to have a stroke.
You know, the worst one for me is when some scabs camping my extract and I get jump scared out of my seat.
Thank you, Aqua FPS. Thank you,
I think
Aqua
everybody
FPS.
knows how I feel about that.
You know it. You know it. Hey, go back to those Tarkov raids, man. Thanks for loaning Bean to us for the night. I just wanted to say hi to you, man, and cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, of course. Y'all have fun. Have
Cheers,
a
bud.
great stream, man.
Christian, you're awesome.
Tyler,
look at that man's ass as he goes away. Look at those shorts. Jesus Christ. It's you should be charging for that.
Bean, we need him in Ranger panties.
Smokes.
ASAP.
Get that man a whoopee, yeah.
So all right,
wow.
So Forward Observations actually sent me some that I'm trying to get him to put on, but he won't.
I'll tell you what.
He doesn't like the super short shorts.
I'll tell you what, Bean.
All right,
Bean, closed circuit. You get them to send me the same stuff, I'll officially wear them on the stream. I promise you. Put me in touch. Put me in touch.
We will bully this man.
I
don't know. So hold on. I don't know if I can put you in touch, but I can talk to my people.
Steve
Fair
didn't
enough.
like that. Steve doesn't like.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I'll show you just how far the leg hair goes. Okay, if you're married to a man, you understand that joke. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Tyler, I'm just shocked that you're surprised Tarkov was bad for you medically, like the PTSD simulator.
No,
was
okay.
bad for
You know what?
Right,
okay. I'm gonna take.
No one's surprised.
I'm gonna attempt to take the drunk out of this. Oh, my wife just handed me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She handed me 9 chips. That's it. That I've received 9 chips to curb this craziness that I got going on. Thank you. Yes, I still got plenty of cheese. Yep. Thank you. Hey, by the way, quick aside, every streamer. First of all, thank you, Twisted Geek, for this. Every streamer needs one of these. Okay, if you don't have one of these already, It's essentially like a miniaturized blow dryer, air compressor type thing that rips at 150,000 RPM and it essentially functions as an air compressor with a light on it, and it's great for cleaning off your desk of chip crumbs.
Have you ever used that to clean out your PC?
$1,000,000%.
The reason I'd ask that.
Very recently.
Very $1,000,000%. Yes. Anyways, I forgot where I was going with this. Where was I going with this?
If you use my industrial air compressor,
it would literally overvolt my fans and probably kill my computer.
Yes, you can blow your computer apart with my air compressor.
Yes.
So you
don't do that. It was something about Christian's ass, and then I got distracted.
Christian's ass. Chips got brought in. Cheese.
He needs to wear Ranger panties.
Bean, I'm sorry, it's not fair. It's not fair. As a 37-year-old human being, it is not fair to watch him walk into the room looking like that. It's just not fair.
Something about drinking.
Yeah.
Meg, I am drinking a margarita.
Oh, the Rita's hit. The Rita's hit, man. Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers. Let's go. Okay, if you're above the age of 35, you'll understand that reference. We got some natty daddies.
Natty daddies, let's go.
You know what? Can we just acknowledge that natural ice, natty ice, is essentially the high point of firearms or of beer? Excuse me, because they get the bit. They obviously get the bit.
These are the reject natty ice.
Ooh, Null is asking in the chat. Rave Bean, is Pal World running after this? Are you running some Pal World?
Yeah. 100%.
Let's go.
Oh,
well,
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving into the third hour of the show. This is Tundra After Dark. At this point in time, if anybody, including Bean, needs to get out of here, all you got to say is just, guys, it's been a good night. I got to get out of here. Have fun. Wonderful evening to you all. But as we move on into hour number 3, I want to turn it over to the chat. This is kind of an ask us anything type of deal. If you guys would like to know what it's like to be a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, you guys want to ask us questions about our guns, anything up in the wall, go nuts, have fun. Yes, Kush has the patch wall. If you'd like to know the origin story of any of these patches, I'm sure he's got great stories to associate with them. But folks, from the YouTube side of things and the Twitch side of things, we have, as long as you guys ask questions, we will keep the stream going, or at least I will keep the stream going. But there is no obligation for any person in the panel here to stick around any longer than they already have been. I gotta say, hands down, easily one of my favorite guests of all time. You have absolutely been part of the crew, taking the shit and had some fun. So well done. And you got a point on the board. Honestly, that's pretty legit.
I was proud of myself for that.
That's pretty legit. Coming in for the first time, that's tough to do. That is very, very tough to do.
Especially
ladies and gentlemen.
Kush on his game.
Kush
brought his A game tonight.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Can Kush not play the next time I come back on, please?
The next time you come on the show, Kush might be retired from this game, because we do have kind of a rule where if you're too good at the game, you do get officially retired. We've only ever retired 2 other people. Kush might be the third. You never know.
I have broken their record for points, though.
You have not yet broken the record for points. The record is... Oh, you have?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, in that case...
He holds the record for this version, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not the original initials.
No, I came close to getting
Okay.
Yeah, there's like 3 people tied for the first place on
I
the
think so, yeah.
version.
Oh, Delance is waiting? Do we have Delance in the waiting room?
Someone just dropped in.
Is it Delance?
No,
Yes.
someone dropped out. I got Delance.
No, Delance.
Hey, Delance.
Oh, we lost Scotty.
Yeah, Scott left.
Oh, Scott left.
We
Okay.
got Delance, so...
Delance, how are you?
He just left. Hold on.
Okay, Delance left. Great news. Welcome to Tundra After Dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, am I here now?
Yes, you are, Delance. How are you, buddy-o?
Oh, good. I'm here, I think.
Are you drunk?
No, sir, not yet.
Wow. That's unfortunate. Your Midwest time zone, it's midnight on a Friday night and you're not drunk?
He's trying to put his cam up, but cam's not
We've got
working.
21 minutes left, I think.
Fair enough. I'll allow it. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the Tundra Nation, we have we have our good buddy Delance showing up. Delance is most well known for being an absolute fucking legend, and also being an editor and camera guy and general personality for one Brandon Herrera, aka the AK guy, here on the show. And Delance, well, Delance has been a legendary friend of ours for a very long time, and I gotta ask you, sir. How the fuck are you?
Well, I'm doing good, man.
God damn, I'm happy to hear that.
Ain't so bad.
Good to hear, man. What you up to tonight? Outside of watching, obviously, the world's okayest gun live stream on Twitch.
Oh, I carve out a couple hours of my Saturday night every week just so I can tune in to Twitch's best kept secret.
I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. I feel the subtle dig of the Twitch's best kept secret, but I do appreciate you. Awesome, man. Well, how's Texas treating you as well? Because we got Bean over here in Texas too, hanging out, having a grand old time for us.
Oh, greetings from the best state on earth.
Hell yeah.
Transplant.
Best nation in the country.
Best nation in the country. Might be soon.
I think we just made a joke about that in tomorrow's video. Actually, how about this? So we've got Delance here. We've got Bean here. Bean, have you done any watching of our videos over on the YouTubes?
Not yet. I was gonna do that today, and I ran out of time.
How about this? For the sake of having Delance here, who is one of my greatest friends of all time, Delance has literally existed in my basement, in my house for multiple days before. That's how good of a friend he is.
I guess
That's the best possible way you could have explained that.
Exactly. He didn't enjoy it. He didn't hate it. He existed here. But as Delance is here tonight, and as Bean is here tonight, our first time guest, Bean, would you care, and chats, would you guys care to see a preview of tomorrow's video?
Let's do
Send
it.
it.
Do we think it's ready? Do we think it's ready, Kush,
Send
Steve?
it.
Absolutely, I think it's ready.
I mean,
that sneak preview.
were we gonna change it if it wasn't?
No.
There you go.
Absolutely not.
So our answer is yes, it's ready.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for from the beginning.
It's scheduled one way or another.
Yep. That was the confidence I was looking for.
Delance has his camera working in Discord. Can we drag him in here somehow, or is that?
Unfortunately, no. Unless he wants to join through backstage on Twitch.
That sounds complicated. So
Fair enough. One of these days, I'll teach you how to do that so we can actually get you on camera. All right, let me.
I'll figure this out. I got this.
Oh, are you gonna do it?
I can share them on my screen. Just give me a minute.
It's probably good that you do it because I don't. Oh, here it is. It just popped up. I was gonna say it's like Premiere Pro is not showing it on my screen. I can pull it up. I can go full screen and pull it up over here if you don't have. If you don't have it,
you got to full screen the video anyway. So.
Yep. All right. Here, give me a sec.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So, all right.
Get this set up while you full screen the video, but I'll get Delance on where I am with me in the corner.
Yeah.
What do I have to do? I just have to full screen put the video up on screen.
You're focused on playing the YouTube video. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't doing that. I was working on something else.
All right. Let me try. Oh, how do I do this? Fuck. I was not actually prepared for this. I damn it.
Go to the YouTube channel and pull it up. And then...
Oh yeah, I can pull it up through YouTube. I guess I was gonna do it through Premiere. I forgot. I forgot that I've already uploaded
don't
it.
Open Premiere. Whatever you do, don't open Premiere.
All right,
while you're streaming. Yeah, don't do it.
Why though?
That's all right. I've always wanted to see a computer explode.
Oh come on, it'd be fine. I've got an i9 and fucking 32 gigs RAM. We'd be fine.
Do it so the stream collapses. I'll go to bed. It'd be fine. Do it.
Yeah, you would though. You would. All right, let me get this pulled up here. We're gonna do a sneak peek of the of tomorrow's video, for the sole fact of I would like Bean to understand what we do on the YouTube side of things, and the we'll call it the unique role that we fill over there. Now, folks, this is believe it or not one of our longer videos. I think this might be the longest video that we've done.
2 or 3.
Delance, did you say something there?
In the modern era.
You said longer, and I said, "Oh no."
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It gets longer. Don't worry about it. Bend over. Here it comes again.
Bigger, longer, and uncut.
Oh yes. Oh. All of those are euphemisms, depending on your circumcision status.
I hope it was cut.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Do I have a? I'm trying to find. Oh, I don't have it anymore. All right, I have to go to display. There we go. Okay, so you guys have that. All right, I'm going to show you guys the video that's coming out tomorrow. This is the video, What Your Dream Gun Says About You. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's coming out tomorrow, 11 p.m. Central Time, right?
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Central Time. There we go. Well done. I'm drunk. Here we go. And there's no audio. Why? That's why. Hold on. One second. Oh shit. All right, here we go. One second. We got to turn off the background music. This is why we call it Tundra After Dark, folks, because I literally have no idea what I'm doing, and I've got 14
If you guys send it to me, we can do it that way.
I've got 14 windows open right now, so I just got to figure out which one has the music playing in the background. Thank you, Star Wars. There we go.
Well, it's not you. The ARFCOM logo just decided to buffer.
That would be normal. Yep, that would be normal. Here we go. Which one is it? I promise I know what I'm doing. Here we go.
That man just lied to me.
Hey there, Tundra Nation, and welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered what that secret desire for a specific... We've got audio. When it pops up, let me know.
No idea.
Yep, I know. When stream delay catches up, let me know. Got it? Okay, Meg says we're good. Specific boomstick reveals about your deepest, darkest personality quirks. Yep. Well, buckle up, folks, because we're about to embark on a ballistic psychoanalysis journey that'll make Freud look like a weird, pervy Austrian gunsmith. So sit back, ask yourself what that pickle in your dreams last night was all about, and let's start the show. Welcome to the world of the midlife crisis commando. Now, this guy's sense of style screams, I'm trying way too hard, louder than... What's that? Lucas Botkin running in skinny jeans. His camo pattern of choice is Dazzleflage because when you look fabulous, you shoot fabulous, obviously. But let's talk about the real reason that we're all here, his arsenal, because this guy does not just collect guns, he curates a Pinterest board of pew-pews. His gun safe is like a sampler platter of whatever YouTube's tactical flavor of the week was, from the latest piston-driven Cerakoted ambidextrous wonder rifle to a quirky bullpup that looks like it was designed by somebody on a 3-day vodka and Red Bull binge. He's got it all. He doesn't just drink the Grand Thumb Kool-Aid, folks. He freebases it. His version of training is less about the skill and more about the optics. Of course, meaning about how good he looks. He walks up to his plush gun club with his monogrammed gun bag in tow, and he sets up with all the pomp of a royal tea party. Once he's done meg dumping your own personal wealth downrange, he's gonna saunter on over to the clubhouse, tipping his tactical fedora to the staff while knocking back whiskeys like they've got vitamin C and electrolytes in them, all the while contemplating which Gucci pattern his next AR should be this year.
I haven't cried like that since Titanic.
Whoo! Oh boy! And his dream gun. We're all seeing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mystical holy. Okay, we are. We're just double checking. Audio, video is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy grail of HK that's rarer than a tasty MRE. Yeah, you guessed it. It's the full auto MP7. What's his master plan to snag this unicorn, you might ask? Well, of course, it's becoming besties with every NATO procurement officer in hopes of rescuing a wayward piece when Europe goes hot. You know, because nothing spells sticking it to the rescues quite like a 5-figure gun that accidentally got lost in the bureaucracy. Ah, yes, of course we have the Florida man, the legend himself up next. Part-time alligator wrestler, full-time patron saint of bad decisions. His love affair with Soviet hardware rivals the teenage angst in a John Hughes flick.
Big fun, that's
you better
hilarious.
believe he's going to be decked out in Kalashnikovs, but if you ask him about communism, he'll spit out his Four Loko and tell you the world would have just been a better place had Truman let General Patton continue marching on east until he was smoking a cigar in Red Square, greasing his tank treads with the Politburo. Florida man is fiercely proud of where he's from and is ready to defend Florida at all times. Now, we're not really sure what he's defending Florida from, but we suspect it is other Floridians. His preparations are a bit strange, with a training regimen consisting mostly of digging tiger pits and outrunning cops in his 1987 Buick Grand National. When it comes to battle attire, our boy keeps it breezy. His tactical loadout consists of loose in the crotch cargo shorts because nobody ever fought well with swamp nuts, and a t-shirt he got for free at a Ted Nugent concert back in 1999, not to mention that thick mane of hair that looks perfect in those windswept Instagram pics. This man's ammo choices are about as no-nonsense as his diet. If it ain't steel, it ain't real. Brass casings are for guys who use the elliptical machine at the gym while slurping down kale smoothies through a paper straw. His drink of choice is whatever you're having, as long as it's tequila, bourbon, or magic mushrooms. What's his dream gun, you might ask? Well, it is pure Americana. It's a CMMG Mark 47 Descent chambered in 7.62 by 39 because he'd like a rifle manufactured by a real American rather than a conscript factory worker 620 miles east of Moscow, whose only joy in life is getting blackout drunk on days that end in day. He loves America, but he also thinks that if Florida, Texas, and Alabama teamed up and left the Union, they'd have everything they need, including the best college football. Speaking of CMMG fans, they're also the sponsor of this video. Well, CMMG is, not the fan. So make sure to channel your inner Florida man and go check out CMMG and their Descent line
I got you,
of
Scotty.
pistols and rifles, including the brand new Mark 47 or any of their other products. I've gotten to shoot both the original Mutant and the Mark 47. And
brother.
You calling it a night?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. I've restarted, done all sorts of stuff. It's
you all good, man. Scotty, take it easy, bud.
Hey, thank you all. Tender Nation. Hey, go buy a t-shirt.
Yes, go buy the t-shirt at the link. All right, here we go. I can tell you. Here's the rest of the video. The improvements are noticeable. Everybody. If you want a firearm robust enough, you don't need customer service, go with CMMG and aim to be different. The link is down there, folks. You know you want to click it. Go ahead, do it.
Do it.
Let's talk about our dear friend, the retired Army paratrooper. This is the guy whose knees retired from active duty way before he ever did, courtesy, of course, of the Golden Knights knee replacement program. He signed up dreaming of soaring in the skies, but little did he know the Army's idea of airborne was less cool paratrooper and more human lawn dart. Now he's got to explain to his
shit, I just realized I fucked that up. I fucked up a bit. I've got to re-upload this. All right. Well, that's a new fun bit. I'm glad I looked at that.
The Army's idea of airborne was less cool paratrooper.
What'd you fuck up?
I had a double take in here. Human lawn dart. Now he's got to explain to his bewildered chiropractor how his spine suddenly resembles a game of Jenga with a few pieces missing. Not to worry though, the VA assures him that his limp, back pain, and being 2 inches shorter than when he joined the military are all not service connected. The VA doc speculates it's all that crisp, non-barracks air that he's been breathing since he left the Army. You know, the kind missing that thick scent of communal BO and weapons grade veggie MRE fart smells? Yeah, that one. Despite it all, ask him about the Army and he's gonna bleed green, which is another thing the VA assures him is not service connected. These days, he's chasing that bygone era of mil-spec glory with reverence for early 20th century steel. His hands may shake a bit from too many rough landings, but his eyes light up at the very mention of his dream gun, a Singer 1911 A1. Whoo, boy, this thing is the holy grail for a guy who...
For those who don't know the cost of a Singer 1911 A1, is there anybody on the panel and or in the chat that would care to, what was the last sold one? Something like $160,000?
That's low.
Low? What was the last one sold? What does anyone have the number for the last one sold?
One is sold for $4.1 million.
Jesus. Singer 1911, folks, for the bougie of bougie handgun owners. Here we go. Values the charm of yesteryear's craftsmanship over things like capacity, not jamming when you actually need it, or things that help you aim properly. But let's give credit where credit's due. Holding one takes him back to a time where the words tactical and beard were not paired together quite so liberally. In the end, the retired Army Airborne's dream gun might not be the most practical choice, but if guns were judged by the stories they tell us, that Singer, well, it'd be an instant bestseller, just like our guys' service tales at Secrets Cabaret. Stay classy, bud. Me. All right, I'm going to pause it right there. I'm going to wait till Bean hears what I just said. I'm just going to wait.
No, you did not.
Yes, I fucking did. Yes, I fucking did.
Oh my god.
I did that exclusively for you, Bean.
I know people that work there.
That's the reason why I did it. That's the reason why I did it. I did it exclusively for you. Cushion and I were sitting down to do the read through for this. I was like, "What's the name of that strip club off of Bragg?" And he's like, "What was the original one? Sharky's?" You were like, "Sharky's?" I was like, "No, it's not. It's not Sharky's. There was another specific one that I was talking about the other night." And we literally looked up everything around Bragg in Fayetteville, and finally I was like, "Sharky's!" Like his question was like, "Is it Sharky's?" I was like, "Yes, that's the one she was talking about." Or Secrets, thank you. Secrets. And so we put that in for you, Bean.
I love you for that. That's fucking awesome.
Secrets and Sharkies were very different vibes.
Very true.
Oh,
very true.
100%.
Meet our next dream gun subject, the CIA alleged contractor. Having done. By the way, I should also point out, as the video catches up to when I'm just pause this, I just made the realization after I made this full screen. I thought this was real people. This is from the Arma 3 video game.
Yeah, I realized that when I saw it.
Yeah,
that's from Arma.
Yeah. So I didn't realize this because when I was editing and using this picture, it looked like two normal people because of the detail and the fidelity and the flannels. When I was looking at this on a small screen, this looked like real people, but I realized this is from a video game, and I just decided to keep it in. Dodged bullets and navigated espionage across the globe, our friend has traded international intrigue for the equally treacherous waters of corporate security. His transition from covert operations to boardroom briefings has been, let's say, a work in progress.
Harry,
What?
it's an inanimate fucking object.
You're an inanimate fucking object!
For example, this year's holiday card from him read, "Merry Christmas, you're blissfully unaware of the global calamities I've averted. Enjoy the new year, assuming we all make it." Well, I suppose that's a tad dramatic, I think, for the holiday cheer, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? His corporate strategy? Well, it's a little unorthodox. In a recent team meeting aimed at discussing competitive strategies, he casually proposed a synchronized decapitation strike on the company's top rivals. The room, of course, erupted in laughter at what they assumed was a funny joke. Realizing his unique brand of problem solving might not be the best fit, he swiftly aborted the mission, texting his standby squad a no-go order before anybody could ask for questions. On a personal front, he's got a thing for nurses from trauma wards, seeking out an adrenaline rush of the unpredictability that comes with the territory. He jokes that their penchant for tire slashing keeps him on his toes, ensuring that his survival instincts remain sharp, with the bonus of always replacing his tires before they get too worn. Plus, there's the added chance of life-saving CPR right after his next heart attack, provided he's not in the doghouse for leaving his socks on the floor. His weapon of choice? Well, it's a Khyber Pass AR AK hybrid Frankengun, a real testament to his disdain for the mundane. I mean, sure, a Mark 47 would be a reliable choice, but where's the thrill and functionality? Our contractor craves the unpredictability of a firearm that's as much of a wild card as his life. Meet our local wannabe desperado, the guy who thinks Red Dead Redemption is less of a game and more of a career option. This modern-day anachronism is likely to challenge you to a duel on Main Street over a sour deal on eBay. He's a 30-year-old with the same strapping physique as John Wayne had at 50. He's got that "I've been riding a horse before I could walk" swagger, but that also potentially could be diabetes impacting his balance. It's kind of hard to tell, so it's best to keep some insulin and dextrose handy. His playlist is pure cowboy ballads, and he's convinced that Waylon Jennings is narrating his life. His dream gun? Well, it's the mare's leg and 350. Why? Really, why? I mean, it's 7, sure, it's 357, but let's be honest, it's about as practical today as a payphone. He romanticizes the good old days when men were men and sheep were nervous, which is why his daily shower. Which one of you wrote the line? If he looks back on the days when men were men and sheep were nervous. Which one of you wrote that line?
Steve did.
God damn it. I about pissed myself when you wrote, when I had to read that. That was a great line. There's a lot of really great lines in this, I almost said movie, in this video, but that was one of the best. Here we go. Occurs monthly. Now, he's a throwback to the American West for sure. Walking around town, he certainly turns heads. His daily fashion consists of a 10-gallon Stetson cowboy hat on his 8-gallon head, some leather chaps and a vest, both fringed of course, and spurs that jangle when he stops by the diner for his morning slice of pie. He's nice enough so nobody in town asks him why he needs spurs to drive his 1998 Ford Escort around, but I digress. While his mare's leg is a nod to Steve McQueen's sidearm and Wanted Dead or Alive, our boy is more wanted at the DMV as he keeps forgetting to renew his license. In a world of 30-round magazines and polymer frames, he's meticulously polishing wood furniture and brass receivers, pining for the day that he'll defend his homestead from cattle rustlers, although I believe the closest he's ever going to come to livestock is the petting zoo at the Denton County Fair. Now, our guy might not be quick on the draw in real life, but don't you dare say that to his face or he'll kindly ask you to please refrain. After all, he's not just a gunman, he's a gun gentleman, a tip of the hat included. We've done 2 hat tips in this video. I don't think I've ever done a hat tip before. If you spent every waking hour this month binge watching SHOT Show 2024 coverage, yet your dream gun is still the Glock 19X, you're the vanilla ice cream of the gun world. Bless your beige, fleece-covered heart. Folks, let's meet the basic, the guy who dreams of standing out, but is also scared of his own shadow. He's the type of guy that joins the Glock herd for safety, seeking the comfort in the middle of the pack where the predators can't spot him amongst the sea of mediocrity. The basic aspires to be just like the rest of us, fearing that unique is just another word for target. In high school, while others aimed to be quarterback, the basic had loftier dreams, the glory of being the timekeeper. He's the guy whose idea of a wild Friday night includes indulging in a glass of lukewarm water filtered through his Brita, and when things get crazy, he pops a room temperature O'Doul's because why risk the hangover? His culinary highs peak with a plate of buttered noodles unburdened by flavor, accompanied by the dry toast that is his personality incarnate. He sends birthday cards that are on plain white paper folded in half with the "This is the annual acknowledgement of your birth" message typed in the most nondescript Arial font, because why bother with serifs when you can embrace the mundane? The Basic's favorite football team? Well, it's got to be the Cleveland Browns, but even he thinks the helmets are a bit too ostentatious. I mean, couldn't they have just worn a more matte beige? His decision to buy the 19X after a raucous evening involving a wine cooler and an unruly sleeve of digestive biscuits might just be the most adventurous thing he has ever done. Picking the 19X, even over the standard 19, feels to him like he's just free soloed El Capitan. Watch out, world. The Basic is upgraded to plain yogurt from sugar-free vanilla. Hello, my friends. Step into the neon-lit layer of the influencer, where firearms fashion swings faster than moods on a reality TV show. This guy is the bleeding edge of gun culture, so avant-garde that his collection is basically a graveyard of high-concept rifles in calibers you've never heard of. It's an exotic arsenal curated for likes, not for the likes of you. This guy has been to so many gun shows and VIP events. He is a walking, talking swag bag, a patchwork of brand endorsements. I mean, why buy clothes when your wardrobe is a free historical timeline of the tactical world? And yes, it's all chronologically accurate, right down to the last promotional Nalgene bottle from the days before FPS Russia became a cautionary tale. His dream is always one step ahead, the firearms equivalent of a concept car. It's so exclusive that it exists only in the hushed whispers of forums, shrouded by non-disclosure agreements. He can't even talk about it without his lawyer present. But for now, his favor swings to whichever gun graces the thumbnail of his latest sponsored post. Remember, viewers, you heard it here first, because the influencer is shooting tomorrow's guns today, and he's just dying to tell you all about it. Right after a word from today's sponsor. If your dream gun is a Barrett M82 or M107 or whatever they're calling it these days, then you are most likely trailer trash or trailer trash adjacent. I mean, all you're going to use the 50 cal for is to shoot trash at 50 yards and to show it off to people who don't want to see it. You want this thing really more as a status symbol of bigger is better, and mine is the biggest, but we all know what that really means. Don't worry, I'm sure your wife/cousin thinks it's the perfect size. She did say her ex Darren's was pretty painful. The only way you'll ever be able to afford one of these things is if you convince her to have a 5th child with you and then use your tax returns irresponsibly. Another year of ramen for the family isn't too bad of a price to pay to have something that requires at least a $5 bill to fire even one time. I'd give you some financial advice, but let's be honest, you've already stopped watching this video because your other cousin called to tell you about a new stop sign in town that you haven't shot yet. Subscribe. And that is the video, chat. All right, I'll give you a second to let the stream delay catch up. Let me know when we're all good.
We're good.
Bean, I'm curious, what did you think of the video for the first time watching it?
Oh, I loved it.
I'm super happy.
100% here for it. Another year of ramen? Yes, please.
So, Bean, what you don't know about us is you like the desktop background. I appreciate it. Rebecca is my girl. Let's go ahead and show this one more time. Rebecca is my girl from Cyberpunk 2077. Absolutely. And if she's not your girl, there's something wrong with you. Anyways, as we move on, let me actually get everything back to normal settings here. Give me just a second. There we go. Okay, so Bean, that was your first Tundra video you've ever watched. Your thoughts?
Thank you. First off,
good. That's a good.
It was great.
Good start.
It was great. I loved it, and thank you for putting in secrets in there. That was perfect.
We literally did that because of the stream that we had last night when we were talking about Secrets Cabaret while playing Pal World. And of course, Delance has chosen to join us courtesy of Uncle Cushion's camera. Delance,
Mr. Bond.
I was just gonna say, dude, if you don't turn around and do a Mr. Bond, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you. Delance, I've got to give you credit. Every time I see you, you are looking not even more ginger, but just better.
I mean, I'll take ginger. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesus Christ, dude, you
more and more soulless.
You are a sexy human being. How?
Home.
What's that?
Scott went home, so if you want to swap out Scott's,
I wish I could, but I don't have you on backstage right now, so I don't. I can't do that as we sit here. But what we can do is have you take the place of Uncle Cushion, which is okay to me. I feel like that's an upgrade.
Wow.
Well,
I exchanged.
I wouldn't expect that Monday script on time at this point.
Hey, you know what? All I'm saying is I'm exchanging the Tundra Tactical editor for a AK Guy editor. I feel like everybody in the world.
I'm okay with switching jobs.
Kush. How about we switch Tundra Tactical talent?
Wow. Nobody. No. I make one joke. One joke and everybody abandoned ship. Wow. Thank you for the loyalty, writers. I appreciate that.
We just followed the captain over the side.
Okay.
That's a fair point.
In fairness, if Brandon said to you, do you want to switch channels with me, but I take your editors and writers and you take mine,
Oh, I immediately. Yeah.
Here.
I would say I don't even know who those guys are.
Oh, wait a minute. We could work with someone with like hair like that.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
me too.
You could. You chose not to. Yep, you chose not to.
No, I'm here because you were playing video games with Brandon Herrera. Let's not.
I know.
forget
I'm
this.
taking advantage of that fact. I'm
That's why I'm
100%
here.
taking advantage of that fact.
We could just switch you and Delance. That'd be fine too.
Honestly, it'd probably be better for the world.
Oh, you could do
On
that.
that note, Tyler, of loyalty and undying and unwavering support, I am going to cash out for the night. You all have a good
I
night.
appreciate you, and
Have a good night.
I don't believe
Nice
you.
meeting you, Miss Bean. Delance, always a pleasure, sir.
Steve,
Sir.
I'll catch you later, sir.
See you, Kush.
Well, tonight during the Tundra After Dark, we have the great opportunity, the great I guess opportunity of having two great human beings on the chat that we don't normally get to have here. We got Bean, we got Delance, and of course Uncle Cushion is dragging us out into the last little bit of the show here as we move on. It is now midnight my time, 12:10 p.m. in the Tundra Nation, and the great news is, well, I'm drunk, so this is going to go on for as long as I deem it necessary. Delance, first of all, I have to ask you, how the hell are you? And thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. I'm doing real well, man. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to have you here, man. Number one, you're looking good. You're feeling good. How's life in the Delance Nation? How's life in your world going over the last little bit since we last talked to you?
Oh, it's been pretty solid. I mean, just been going back to the routine since SHOT Show.
Sure.
Getting back to filming. I mean, 2 videos last week, and then tomorrow I'm joining in for 2 campaign events around Texas. So
Look, sorry, I'm getting over an upper respiratory infection that I've had for like 3 weeks.
he's tasted the vapors, stimulating.
Yeah, and it's after a few hours of talking, it's starting to get to me. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you get to like 30 or above, right? Like when you go beyond 30, this is what just happens. And I apologize for the coughing. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna have to give it a second.
So this is what I have to look forward to.
You shouldn't have got that 3rd booster, Tyler.
Shut your mouth, dude. I have
Was
blood.
it Moderna or Pfizer?
Dude, my blood would kill any virus.
Yes, Megan's here for the help.
Yep, my blood would kill any virus on the face of the planet. I have military grade injections in me.
Just that I mean, we just called it AIDS, where I came.
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
As I wear the Elton John shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, according to Biden, he's the reason for it.
Well, I mean, this man was leaking some
Ooh.
fluids, if you know what I mean.
I just was right there. Excuse me, I had to hawk a big lug. Anyways, Delance, you've just gotten done with the SHOT Show week for the Brandon.
Just won Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, right. You've just gotten done with the SHOT Show week for Brandon Herrera. What was that like? What was that experience like going to SHOT Show, part of the Brandon Herrera crew? I have no idea what you were doing. I have no idea how you were doing it, but yeah, talk to us about SHOT Show being part of the BH crew.
Honestly, this year for me, it was a pretty light affair. Brandon mostly went there to meet with guests for the Unsubscribed podcast.
Sure.
So he mostly just had to stay up in a hotel room and be funny with beer in front of the Las Vegas skyline.
That's ridiculously difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like it was a work of effort, but which meant that I mostly just got to screw off and occupy myself on the Las Vegas trip for 4 days. God knows how I spent my time.
Jesus Christ, I'm sure. Were the Polinar guys there?
Oh, they were.
Yeah, I'm sure the Polinar guys were super sad to see you.
Oh yeah, it was like we are so glad we replaced you in 2021.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen of the Tundra Nation, tonight during Tundra After Dark, we have Delance joining us from the Brandon Herrera crew, and of course our legendary special guest tonight, Lil Rave Bean, hanging out with us. Miss Bean, First of all, how have you enjoyed your first foray into the Tundra Nation? Have you had a fun time?
Oh yeah. 100%.
I'm very happy that we provided you a good platform to have a good time on. You've not met Delance before, but Delance represents one of the biggest gun tubers in
As soon as you said the name, I knew exactly who you're talking about.
And so Delance and I have had the luxury of knowing each other for many moons. Probably since 2018, I think, is the first time that we met.
Okay.
I believe so. The Iraq Vet Shoot.
Yep, Iraq Vet Shoot 2018. And Delance and I, well, let's just say, regardless of Brandon, we became very, very fast friends. And the hilarious thing about my existence as a gun tuber in the gun tuber world is I have essentially made it my mission in life to befriend all of the editors of all the famous channels that are bigger than I am, which
big brains.
But see, those are the gatekeepers, right?
Yeah.
You know the editors, you know the personalities. You get in there and you have a contact. No, I'm kidding. Of course, Delance, I love you. I love you for who you are. I genuinely do. And I'm very happy that you've chosen to be on the show with us tonight. But tonight, fortunately for Bean, is all about Little Rave Bean. If you guys have not already stumbled across this fine specimen of Twitch gaming prowess, you guys really should. If you're not on Twitch already, go ahead and create an account. And when you do, go check out Little Rave Bean. She is absolutely unbelievably phenomenal, entertaining, and she's now one of the crew of the best friends of the Tundra Nation. We will promote her until the show dies, and well, the rest is history.
I am playing COD this week for the first time.
Let's go! Let's go. You said for the first time.
First time ever playing COD.
Are you a little nervous? Are you gonna...
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be spicy. Are you gonna go into zombies, or are you gonna go straight into 6v6 multiplayer, or are you gonna do Warzone?
So my stream wants me to do zombies and Warzone, so I'm gonna do those two.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna start with Warzone.
Oh, I see. I would say go zombies first, but the
No,
Warzone.
I wanna hate myself and like
wanna get
destroy
right
my
into
keyboard. Oh yeah,
I like it.
100%.
I like it. There will be holes in the wall behind you.
Well, so
next
I'm
week.
not gonna try Tarkov yet because I will burn my house down if I do.
Yeah, don't just.
So that's why I'm gonna start with COD and go from there.
I can appreciate that. I would say that's probably the smartest decision you can make. Because once again, as I talked about earlier, I was actually medically retired from my doctor for playing Tarkov. Delance, I'm going to bring it back over to you for a second. First of all,
that's why you were retired.
No, I'm not
also,
joking. I'm literally not joking.
The good joke that appeared to me was I start with COD and I work my way up with that's how Hannah Barron started her career.
That's right.
Also, I was curious if prowess is the female form of prow.
Or that. That's right. Sorry, I missed the button.
Things to think about.
I missed the button. Delance, you have you've had a very busy week. I'm assuming over the course of the last 8-9 days. What have you been up to in the last 24 hours, man? What have you been getting down to?
Today was my day off, so I went down to San Antonio.
Attaboy.
San Antonio. I've got my favorite cigar lounge down there, so I smoked a couple stogies while drinking on some Basil Hayden's.
Oh yeah.
Basil Hayden will get you drunk.
Duke on the TV, good day.
I appreciate that. Hey, I'm assuming. Did you say no? You didn't say watching you on YouTube. I'm sorry. I thought you said watching you on YouTube. What did you watch on YouTube?
I said UNCV Duke.
Oh, okay. You said okay. You did say me. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. Thank you, Delance.
Well, technically, I did on the way home. I put the stream on while I was in the truck, so I technically did.
I appreciate that. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I think I am getting to the point where I am too drunk to continue the stream. So I am going to call it here. I got to say it to Bean. Number one, you are an absolute legend for putting up with all of our bullshit tonight. Thank you very much for being a guest here.
Thank you for having me.
I am so unbelievably honored to have you as a streamer guest on the show. anytime you want to come back on, Bean, if you're bored on a Saturday night and you just want to crash the stream on the third hour like Delance does, fuck it, let's party. And Delance, I hate to cut you off because you're a goddamn beautiful human being, but if I sit here and drink too much more scotch, I might not wake up in the morning. So I'm gonna say we're done. We're done. Right. Ladies and gentlemen of the Tundra Nation, thank you guys very much for watching. Cushion, thank you for sticking around till the end as the governing member of the Tundra body and as the figurehead of this shit show. I wish you all a very happy Saturday night, and thank you for tuning in. Mama Mego, do you have something to say?
Bye, everybody. Hi, Delance.
Bye.
Let's
Thanks
go.
for having me.
Bean, please, anytime.
We love you, Bean.
Anytime you want on the show, all you have to do is give me a 7-day heads up. You will immediately be slotted in as the guest. Thank you guys very much for watching. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time. When, Kush?
We still don't know what the fuck we're doing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Tundra Nation, we love you guys. We miss you. Have a wonderful evening, and good night. Bye-bye.
Later.